Nebraska. We were not able to connect with Joel Wooten, their longtime head coach, veteran coach, but we can tell you about the Storm out of Nebraska. As we said, they are NJC AA Division II in Region 9. The only other team in their region is Central Community College, and so they, kind of like us, have a very small region to contend with. The Storm, though, they're very good. As we said, 13-4. They've won a couple of straight games now, and they're 6-2 on the road. On Thursday, they won against Peru State's JV, 87-55. They held Peru State to 28% shooting. On Tuesday, they won at Iowa Western. That's a big deal. 69-55 was the final. The Storm shot 47% compared to 34% for Iowa Western. They also had 10 blocks. 10 blocks to 3 for Iowa Western in winning that game by 4 points. Last year between the two teams, North Central and Southeast, North Central won at Trenton 86-83. Southeast shot 51% in the game and North Central 48%. SECC had 4 rebounds more than the Pirates, but had 3 fewer turnovers as well. The win, though, went to the Pirates by 3. The later game at Beatrice was canceled. A couple of players to keep your eye on for Southeast. Luke Williams is a sophomore from Olathe, Kansas. He leads the team at 20.5 points per game. And Edna Brennan, a freshman from Christchurch, New Zealand, averages 9.4 rebounds per game and averages over 3 blocks per game. The Storm are good, and they will be here to face the Pirates here in just a few minutes. When we come back from the break, we'll take a look at North Central Missouri College as our pregame show continues.
Before you open your eyes, at Smithfield, we're busy slow smoking. Before you sizzle, we hand select and hand trim. Before you were born, we gave birth to flavor, which you'll find in every bite of our naturally delicious hickory smoked bacon. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
Welcome back to the pregame show on Pirates Digital Media. I'm Rick Cole. Time to take a look at the Pirates of North Central Missouri College. They're now 13-4 and have won 9 straight games, 7-1 on the floor at the Ketchum Community Center. On Thursday night, the Pirates beat Graceland's reserves 113-68, 52% from the floor for the Pirates, 12 of 34 three-pointers, 17 of 27 free throws in that game, and they had 23 assists. Against Labette a week ago today, a 98-81 win. Again, shot 51% from the floor, 6 more three-pointers than Labette, and 28 assists against Labette in winning that game. The Pirates individually, freshman Nelson Reynolds leads the team in scoring, 16.2 points a game, and is number 1 in Junior College Division II in three-pointers made this season. Freshman Carlton Thomas is a force underneath. He's second in scoring for the Pirates, 14.4 points a game. He leads the Pirates in rebounding as well at 9.4 rebounds per game. A couple of sophomores, Cam Bevel and Gerald Gittens, are virtually tied for third place in the scoring at right around 12.5 points per game. Bevel is number 13 nationally in free throws made, while Gittens is in the top 20 in free throws made and is also number 20 in the nation in total assists. The Pirates, as a team, average 89 points per game. That's number 20 in the nation, and allow 77 points per game. As we said last year, North Central 86, Southeast 83, and the only game played between the two teams, and that was here at Trenton. SECC had 7 more field goals than the Pirates overall. North Central, though, made 7 more three-pointers. A chance now to talk with head coach Jeremy Esri, and then after that we'll go down to the live floor for our introductions of play.
And the Southeast is maybe a little bit different level of play than you've had earlier this week, I guess with the exception of Labette.
Yeah, Labette was good,
Yeah.
and I think they had some athletes, but you look at Southeast roster, you look at their record, they one of the top teams we'll face all year and stuff, so they're really good.
What makes them good right now?
They're guards, and they have one big that's really, really good as well, but I think they just score the ball really well. they have 3 guards that can just, actually 3 or 4 guards that can just really, really play basketball. And one that just got healthy in January, and he's been a huge asset to them, averaging over 23 points a game. So, yeah, their guards, they go as well as their guards do, and they've been really good because of it. So.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a bad matchup for us. We've got a handful of pretty good guards, too.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope our guys are up for the challenge. I'm certain they will be, but, we'll go to bat with our guys and stuff, and so, but it'll definitely be an interesting matchup, and we'll see what we can do.
We all spend so much time oohing and awing over the offense and the dunks we got against Graceland, that kind of stuff. But let's talk defense for a little bit. What's kind of your core philosophy about defense?
As simple as it sounds, we just want to be solid. We want to make people shoot over us if we can, and make them take tough shots that are contested over us and only allow one attempt, and then hopefully we can rebound and go have some fun on the other end. But we really just try to put an emphasis on keeping the ball in front of us and just making it tough on them. We do like to apply some pressure, but at the same time, we just really want to be solid with everything that we do with that. So.
You keep the ball in front of you in the pressure, though. That's got to be very difficult.
Yeah, it is, because with pressure, sometimes you get off balance or you can gamble and stuff, but we do want that pressure, and we try to say a lot, make them make a mistake. So with our pressure, with staying in front of them, with them not being able to, hopefully not be able to go to the goal, we were just making them make the mistake rather than us try to create a mistake, which could lead to us being off balance or having a bad closeout or something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. How does rebounding tie into defense?
Same thing with positioning, I think, and you have to be in front of your man, and you have to just be solid, and have to, then after that you got to go get the basketball and stuff. So we want to make sure that they take a tough shot that allows us to have a good shot at going and rebounding it, and then we just need to be in good position and not watch the ball or anything, and make sure we're in between the basket and our man. So.
Okay, so I may have lied just a little bit. I do want to talk some offense, because you guys did put on a show against Graceland. Yeah. Tell us, what's that like to watch from the bench?
It's fun to see the guys play at we like to play fast and stuff. It's fun to see the guys share the ball at a fast pace and produce off of it and get, and we always say there's not such a thing as an easy bucket, because you have to run pretty hard. You have to work pretty hard to get a layup or something like that. So it's fun to see the guys put in the work and then get rewarded with it with some of that stuff. And we love it when we share the basketball. I think we had 23, 24 assists last night. So we'll take that for sure. And 27 against Labette, so we'll take that as well. And so, it's fun to see the guys have team success based off the offense and ball movement and hitting shots and all that stuff. So.
And you talk an awful lot about getting guys some playing time when you have the opportunity, because they work just as hard as they really. You talk about some of those guys that we saw last night.
Cam Dickerson came in and didn't miss a beat and played really, really well, I thought, and shot the ball well. And defensively, I think he's really good too. He may be a little underrated. Sometimes shooters get that, they can't play defense, they're a shooter, but he puts pressure on and does a good job defensively. And so I was happy to see him do well. I thought Enzo came in and was a spark plug for us and got to the rim and stuff, and did some stuff that we would love to see more at practice, because we know he can do it and everything. And so if he can be more consistent with that, that'd be awesome, because he made some great passes and got to the rim and did some really good stuff. So it was fun to see him do that. Those two are probably the two main ones from last night. I thought Ja'Cory came in and did some good stuff as well. And he's one that had been injured quite a bit, and so for him to get an opportunity to come in and do some stuff, he did good. So.
You mentioned the practice, and are you a guy that will be influenced by the way a player produces in a game and practice, or is it all learned on the practice floor?
It's both, but we want to see the consistency every single day in practice, and just that drive and. That relentless mentality and stuff every single day in practice. So I think this probably can be more influenced that way, but there's something to be said about gamers too, and guys that do a great job when the lights are on and everything. But I would say 70-30 or so
Right,
with
right.
practice and games. So.
By the time this airs, they'll have gone through the Hall of Fame induction. I know you know a couple of those folks pretty well, but what is that? And do you let the kids watch that, or you kind of say, hey, this is where you could be in your career at some point?
Yeah, we'll definitely let the kids watch it and stuff. And I think to start off with Coach Wilson, I think he's a great role model for our guys and all that. And I'm lucky to got to know him personally for a little bit, and you yourself as well.
Sure.
I think through Coach Hawley and all that stuff. And I think Coach Wilson's just a great mentor for our guys. And not only that, but he can just show them, just by us telling them about him, like that North Central Trenton Junior College can take you anywhere. Yeah. And so he's a guy from Alaska, came to Missouri, played 2 years, and has been really successful afterwards and stuff. So I think that's pretty special, and that's something that our guys can see firsthand and say, wow, yeah, we can do that. And for him and the stuff that Coach Wilson did here on campus, I think is really amazing. Where he's student body president and all that stuff. So he did more than basketball, which I think is really neat and stuff.
Yeah,
and so that's really cool. And then Coach Woods has a really special place in my heart and stuff, because he was an assistant coach when I played here. I actually played against him in high school, and he kicked my tail and stuff. And his Trenton teams were really good. And then we came up here and played, and he just taught me a lot about defense, taught me just a lot about life and stuff. And so he's a very special person to a lot of people in Trenton and stuff, and just a great mentor as well. And then when I came back and coached, he was assistant coach for a year or two with me and stuff. And so got to learn all his funny sayings and all that stuff. And so, but yeah, just a great man. And so I'm happy we can honor both of them. Right. And happy to personally know both of them. But yeah, Coach Woods is a special man. So.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like the coaching fraternity, is there?
There isn't. No, there isn't. There's a lot of highs and lows, and probably in the industry, but with coaching, there for sure is a lot of highs and lows. And so you always got to have somebody to spit ideas off of, or talk to, and all that stuff. And so yeah, the coaching fraternity is very close, very tight, and it's and it's neat to see like the people within the North Central coaching community and stuff, and all that, and hopefully we can continue to help that grow. So.
Yeah, well, this guy's starting his own coaching tree. You've got
so.
several going through there. And we'll have some stories to tell from other people someday.
Yeah, we hope so.
Today is Southeast, and we'll be back with our starting lineups and the tip-off in just a moment.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we bring more cancer experts to more communities, so you have more time to enjoy what's most important: life. St. Luke's.
From the Ketchum Community Center in Trenton, Missouri, it's men's basketball this afternoon. The Southeast Community College Storm at 13-4 come in to take on North Central Missouri College, also 13-4. Hi, everybody. What a great afternoon we'll have after the women's game today, the Hall of Fame induction, and now a matchup between two pretty good basketball teams, Jeremy Esri's Pirates and Joel Wooten's Storm. And we will see our starting lineups introduced here in just a moment. In fact, why not go down to the floor right now? Philip Wilson is our PA announcer. Here are the starters.
First, the starters for the visiting Storm. At guard, sophomore number 0, Luke Williams. At forward, freshman number 2, Enda Brennan. At guard, freshman number 5, Denham Johnson. At guard, freshman number 24, Radek Pulsifer. And at guard, sophomore number 33, J. Wiley. The head coach for the Storm is Joel Wooten. Now everyone on your feet for the starting lineup of your NCMC Pirates. At guard, 6'2" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, number 1, Cam Bevel. At guard, 5'11" freshman from Mexico,
I'm not sure you could make it out entirely, but the starters for the Pirates, Bevel, Reams, Reynolds, and Evans, along with Deshay. For Southeast, it's Williams, Brennan, Johnson, Pulsifer, and Wiley. It is a matchup here of two pretty fair basketball teams, 13-4, both of them, and they meet here for the first time of two matchups scheduled here in Trenton, Missouri. The referees today, Chad Waller, Bobby Edwards, and Andrew Fry. I am Rick Cole, along with Carson Sporleader, Kendall Rivero, Dalton Taylor, and Ethan Elliott from Pirates Digital Media. Pirates with the basketball in gray. They move from right to left, and they have the first opportunity here against the Storm. Come out and run that little weave, which we haven't seen a lot of here recently. There's a drive and the shot going down for number 4, Nelson Reynolds. He is the Pirates' leading scorer, 16.2 points a game. Southeast has won 2 straight. They've beaten Peru State's junior varsity team, and they won at Iowa Western. That is an impressive feat, as they are 13-4. Nowhere to go for Williams. He'll give it off and in the corner. The shot put up by Pulsifer, and the rebound pulled down by Reynolds. Pirates played on Thursday night. They beat Graceland's reserves, and last Saturday beat Labette Community College. They've won 9 in a row. Inside, D.D. Evans had nowhere to go, got stuck in the air, and that's a jump ball. And the possession arrow will give the ball to Southeast. Joel Wooten is the longtime head coach of Southeast, 22 years overall. 4 Southeast National Tournament appearances, 5 in his career overall. Number 5 is Denham Johnson. Deshay has him. Deshay is doing a pretty decent job. Pulsifer gives it up. Johnson, elbow jumper, and that's a pretty good job. Denham Johnson averages 18 points a game, the second leading scorer for the Storm. Bevel finds Reynolds. So Reynolds on fire early. He has all 5 of the Pirate points. Southeast goes to work. Again, Johnson inside. What a shot that was! Johnson able to hit that shot. How about that one? I have a chance at a 3-point play. Wow. And Johnson to the free throw line. And it remains a 5-4 game. Reams inside, beautiful pass, but not handled by Evans, and another jump ball. This time North Central gets it. How about that shot there by Johnson? In the air, back to the basket, flipping it up. Couldn't hit the free throw, but my goodness. Reams has had a very nice year for the Pirates. Can't hit that shot, and here's a chance for Southeast to take their first lead. Mike J. Wiley going up high. That was Evans to slap the backboard. Johnson again, acrobatic around the rim. Not the same result, and they'll lose it off his body out of bounds. Pirate women won the game tonight between these two schools. Close game most of the way. The Pirates pull away in the fourth quarter to win by 13. And now the Pirate men battle the Storm. That came out pretty good, didn't it, battle the Storm? There's a block inside, and this guy, Enda Brennan, is averaging 3 blocks per game. He had 7 blocks against Iowa Western earlier in the week. That was in the game in which they had 10 blocks as a team. He had 7 of them. Reynolds. And he gets the kind roll. So Nelson Reynolds has 8 quick points, all of the North Central points. And the Pirates by 4. Luke Williams lost the handle. Deshay jumps on top of it, and here's Reynolds. 2 on 3, 3 on 3. Bevel likes that spot, can't connect. Rebound down to Enda Brennan. He is from New Zealand. And there's an offensive foul as stepping in front is Cam Bevel.
Foul number 33, Myjai Wiley, this first.
Myjai Wiley picks up the foul, and here is him coming down the lane, and Bevel standing his ground. Bevel again, and Brennan again. Johnson, he didn't drag the back foot, did he? Boy, that's tough to do. Deshay on the turnover comes the other way, and both these teams are getting after it on defense. 4 minutes gone by, just under that. It is Hall of Fame day at North Central Missouri College. That's why we're starting a little bit late in the second half of the doubleheader. Boy, Reynolds is a man of fire. He has hit the first 11 points for North Central. He has averaged 16.2 a game, leading the Pirates, but he has 11 already in this game. Johnson against Deshay. Brennan kicks it outside. And that little flip by Williams won't do anything. There's Johnson again, and then up around the rim, Brennan is able to touch it in. Brennan's a big guy, of course. He goes about 6'11". Pirates get the ball back for Deshay's corner three. So Deshay hits the three-pointer. Pirates have 4 three-pointers already. 3 of them by Reynolds, 1 by Deshay now. Battling for the rebound, Williams comes up with it. Alone to take that shot is Myjai Wiley, and he has a three-pointer. He's from Omaha and hits 33% of his three-point attempts. Evans to Deshay, trying to go hard against Pulsifer, and here comes Southeast the other way. Look out. Wiley will take the soft one off the board. Wiley with 5. Here's Reynolds. Oh my.
Ball number 4.
Oh my. Wow. He will be across the half-court line if he gets any deeper. Wiley giving it off on the shuffle cut along the baseline. Johnson goes to work on Deshay. And Evans with the board. Reams will try the big man, and that's a jump ball again. Chad Waller was right there and made a good call, and the possession arrow favors North Central. Subs come in, my goodness. Some of these guys have been going hard. In for the Pirates, Carlton Thomas. Gittens is in along with DeMarcus Sanford Jr. And let's see what moves Southeast has made. Looks like Leo Wenham is in. And we'll catch any more if we have a chance. Luke Williams from Olathe, Kansas is a sophomore handling the basketball. This is Wenham in the high post. Coming across the lane, Wiley. Wiley inside over Sanford Jr. and the rebound goes to Reams. Isaiah Reams. Gittens. Bevel. And Sanford Jr. deflection to Reams. Gittens drops it off to Carlton Thomas, and then the quick putback on the other end, and contact underneath as Gittens goes down hard. Somebody got a piece of Gittens and knocked him to the floor, and that's where the foul will be, I would imagine, as the discussion.
Who got one? I got him.
And who are they going to say got it here? Was it 20? Yep, it's going to be Leo Wenham. He's from Auckland, New Zealand. Brennan is from New Zealand as well. Brennan gets a break here, and there's a steal. But Bevel's going to take it right back. Reams quickly down the baseline. Sanford Jr. had to get rid of it with the defender coming on, but maybe not the best shot he could have taken. Luke Williams, and Williams off the glass. Luke Williams averages 20.5 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, so he has been a tremendous performer from that, or for them. Had 19 against Peru State the other night. There's a steal. Williams knocks it away. Wenham will give it up and get it right back, and Wenham reversing.
Number 20, Leo Wenham.
Wenham doesn't score a lot, just 3 points a game. Double cross courts. Gittens. Sanford Jr. It was partially blocked, and on the rebound, people sliding into the Southeast bench, and the foul is going to be on, let's see, Radic Pulsifer gets that.
Checking in for Southeast, number 1, Miles McGriff, and number 11.
Miles McGriff is in for Southeast. Jaden Jenkins is in. McGriff, a freshman from Olathe on the Kansas side, and Jenkins is a freshman from Stansbury, Utah. Reams left open, and another 3 for the Pirates. Pirates are now 6 of 11 shooting three-pointers. Luke Williams. And Williams got the ball back. Quick 3 on the outside. Will not fall for Pulsifer, but the steal away, and the basket underneath by Williams. So Williams comes up with a nice play. Thomas, big and powerful underneath, and he will go to the line. So a lot of action here early on. Thomas will have a couple of free throws, and the foul is charged to Jaden Jenkins, his first. Carleton is a 59% free throw shooter, but his scoring and his rebounding have been impressive. At one point, he was averaging a double-double. Now 14.4 points and 9.4 rebounds a game. Pressure by the Pirates. Taking care of it is Pulsifer into the forecourt, and they still have a full 22 seconds to shoot. So they did a nice job against the pressure that time. In fact, they haven't had many problems with it. Look at that passing game. Didn't work out, but the ball movement was impressive. Here's Thomas going coast to coast after the rebound. Offensive foul.
NCMC foul number 11, Carlton Thomas.
So Thomas picks up the offensive foul. And there's the contact. Against the pressure again, the Storm. Beatrice, Nebraska's Southeast Community College basketball programs will be moving to the Lincoln, Nebraska campus next year, as Luke Williams has 6 now. That'll be quite a change. And what I understand, and I haven't talked to Joel himself about it, but Joel is considering whether he is going to make that move with the basketball team. He hasn't quite decided yet. That's what I was told. The women's coach, Lynn Schlake, is retiring. He's a longtime coach as well. Here's Gittens. And it hit the standard up above. And the reason Beatrice is, about a 90-minute drive from Lincoln, so if you live in the Beatrice area, as I'm sure Joel does, that's going to be a long commute every day. So I imagine that's a very difficult decision. Here, the three-point lead for North Central. At halftime, we'll have the Dance Wave, the North Central Missouri College dance team. And we'll also hear from Hall of Fame inductee Lewis Wilson, who was a basketball player for the men's team when we were Trenton Junior College. That'll stay with Southeast. Southeast will have Denham Johnson back in the lineup. And back in as well is Myjai Wiley, excuse me. Johnson against Sanford Junior. Miles McGriff gives it up, gets it right back. Johnson with 10 to shoot. Sanford Junior hanging with him, but the athletic Johnson gets that shot away. Thomas takes away the loose ball. Here's Gittens. Speaking of ball movement, that was pretty good ball movement for the lefty Reeves. Holy cow. Pirates are raining three-pointers. 5 3-pointers now for the Pirates, I believe. I'll count again in a minute. Here's Reeves, and he throws up a big shot. Thomas couldn't quite follow it, and Southeast attacks. Johnson against Gittens. That's a real pretty matchup. And driving down the lane, lots of contact, and down hard goes Jaden Jenkins, and boy, we all hope he's okay. Jenkins went in there, as you can see, pretty hard. We'll see it again here on the replay. Yeah, that's a little scary. Foul is on Gittens, his first. Jaden Jenkins, the young man from Utah, will have a couple of free throws. Jaden is a 50% free throw shooter, averaging 4.8 points, 4.5 rebounds for the Storm. And 1 out of 2 here. So he does what Jaden does, went 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and a 5-point lead for North Central. Sanford Jr. inside to Thomas, who's surrounded by Storm. And Thomas gets the offensive board and is fouled and will have a chance to go to the line and shoot free throws. He is a monster underneath. Johnson picks up the foul. And Thomas will go to the line. Carlton is from the St. Louis area, went to University City High School. And he's been a big-time player for the Pirates. Here is him inside. Second free throw coming up. So Carlton Thomas makes the most of the free throw opportunities and has 4 points. Good spin move, but the big block is there. McGriff got it. And they'll say it's out of bounds against North Central. I don't think there was much doubt about that. They want to block against a team that does have a lot of blocks. Maybe we can pick it up for you here real quick. Southeast back on the attack. Nice shot by Denham Johnson. Hasn't he given us a few highlights early in this game? Gittens going to work for the Pirates. Reems. Dangerous pass. Sanford Jr. making like a wide receiver. Fed underneath. Reynolds to Gittens. Gerald Gittens' first field goal. And now what do we have? Looks like we'll have a moment for Brennan to check back in, the 6'11 player. And out goes Wenham. And the pressure comes for North Central. Pirates and Southeast played just one time last year. That was in Trenton. Pirates 86, Storm 83 last year. The second game at Beatrice was scheduled late in the year. The Pirates had a conflict after they were snowed out of a game, as I recall, against St. Louis, and had to make that up. Not on the same day they were scheduled to play Beatrice, I don't believe. Maybe it was. Anyway, we didn't get a chance to go to Beatrice. Played just once last year. Brennan averages 9.5 rebounds a game. Just a freshman. And the drive, as ending up in the student section, I.J. Wiley now with 7 points. Thomas going to work and finding some work. Carlton Thomas, a big body, obviously, 6'5", 185 pounds. Now a turnover, and the Pirates have it right back. Good crowd here at the Ketchum Community Center today with the Hall of Fame induction. And one of the few doubleheaders we've had so far this year. We'll have more coming up. Didn't hear the regional matchups for the Pirate women who won today against Southeast. Well, there are no more regional opponents. Look at that backside baseline alley-oop, and Thomas couldn't quite grab it. We all held our breaths on that one. Anyway, and Southeast knows how this goes with just 3 teams in the region. 2 of the women's programs have folded for the year. Pass by Sanford Jr. finds Reynolds. Reams with the offensive boards. Bornhart, the Pirates doing a good job offensively on the boards. And Gittens has it slapped away. It's an offensive foul on Gittens, who's having an out-of-body experience at the moment. And 6 minutes, 6 seconds remain in the first half as Bevel checks in for NCMC. Southeast is from the Region 9 region. And actually the only other men's team is Central Community College out of Columbus for Region 9. So they just have 2 in the men's side of Region 9 as opposed to the 3 that North Central has, North Central, Metro, and St. Louis. And as we said, right now in Region 16 Division II women's play, it's just North Central. Thomas keeping it alive, going the other end and scoring. Wow. He is quite a player. Couple of, well, more than that, some really good players on the court this afternoon. One of them is Luke Williams, who pitches it outside. The 3 won't go for Pulsifer, and the Pirates limit Southeast to 1 shot. Reams to Bevel. Sanford Jr. has played a big role in the first half, but turns that one away. Here is Wiley at the other end, and he leaves it for Denham Johnson. Reams to Sanford Jr. DeMarcus is from St. Louis, Lift for Life Academy, and St. Louis Christian. Reams ignores the screen, and he didn't need it the way it turned out. Isaiah Reams has been rock solid for the Pirates, averaging 11.6 points a game. That is a 3 that won't go, and it's Bevel with the rebound. Knocked away by Enda Brennan, and the lob, and the foul. That would have been something. I wouldn't have been surprised if Johnson had been able to do something with that, but was fouled. Foul's going to be on Sanford Jr. And the Pirates and the Storm have each committed 5 fouls and a half. That's the first on DeMarcus. Denham Johnson, 26 points in the win against Peru State on Thursday. He also had 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. Not bad work. Against Iowa Western, which was, I think, a level above in terms of competition, he had 23. So he is playing pretty well. And now he's able to steal away the rebound and get a jump ball out of it. And he wants help from the referee to get up.
Jump ball position arrow favors the Pirates.
How about that? It's nice to know you have friends. He's out to the back on his feet. Reams with Williams waiting for him. I think this is as slow a pace as we've had the entire first half on this possession. Lead pass will be to Thomas from Bevel, and that'll be a chance for a three-point play.
Number 2 into Brennan, his first 16 foul.
Brennan picks up the foul, and we'll show you the replay here after the free throw if we can. Try to squeeze it in here real fast. Southeast, a little bit more time, a little bit more pressure, and they'll turn it over on the 10-second call. So the Pirates have built a 10-point lead against Southeast Community College. And at halftime, the dance wave plus Lewis Wilson, the Hall of Fame inductee that played men's basketball here. And then he went on to William Jewell College, so I've fortunately know him through both programs, as I was at Jewell for 12 years. Not as a student, although that wouldn't be far from the truth. Sanford Jr. Wow, nice move by DeMarcus. So Jr. has a moment in the lane. He has played some monster minutes here in the first half, and the Pirates have built a 12-point lead. Rebound to Reynolds. He has cooled down after hitting the first 11 points of the game for the Pirates. That's a deflected ball, not a kicked ball. Denham Johnson ahead, and the stuff by Wiley. Reynolds and Bevel up on top. Sanford Jr. Bevel's going to fire away. And good inside position by Reynolds. Now has a battle for it as he fights with the Radic Pulsifer. And a jump ball. Possession goes to Southeast. Beatrice, Nebraska is in the southeastern corner of Nebraska. As we said, their program, their women's and men's basketball programs will be shifting to the Lincoln campus next year. In fact, I think they're rearranging a number of the sports. A couple of them are going to stay at the Beatrice campus, if I understood correctly. But basketball for sure going to Lincoln campus on the east side of Lincoln, right there on O Street, right next to, well, something that has maybe a Runza. Folks in Nebraska, we don't get many Runzas down here. Here's Brennan inside. He has 4 points. Sterling Deshay back in, lost the basketball. Williams takes it away, and he will cruise in for 2. Williams from Olathe, Kansas, averaging over a steal a game. He's had at least a couple in this game so far. Reams trying to do something against him, but can't. Now Reynolds with his guard Wiley all over him. Sanford Jr. no, and Williams gets the weak side rebound. 90 seconds left to play in the first half. It has been entertaining. Williams gives it out to Johnson. Inside, Brennan, the big fella. And the tip. Wow, Brennan got the tip after his own missed shot, and a timeout going to be taken here by Jeremy Esri and the Pirates. Pirate basketball on Pirates Digital Media. We'll be back in a moment.
I chose to attend North Central because it was a great deal with A+, and I really liked the campus. I liked the smaller setting. I volunteered at my church quite a bit, and I also volunteered at Pershing Elementary over the summer for summer school, and I also did a peer tutoring thing for my high school. I plan to either attend Missouri Western or Northwest and major in education.
Live at the Ketchum Community Center, you look at North Central Missouri College's huddle around 7th year head coach Jeremy Esri. The Pirates 13-4, Southeast is 13-4. Came across an interesting statistic for you North Central fans. The game against Graceland the other night, the reserves from Graceland, a 113-68 victory for North Central, 52% from the floor for North Central. But this was the interesting part, 152 shots between the two teams, as it was obviously very fast-paced. That averages out to 4 shots a minute. How about that? I got up and down the floor, shooting every 15 seconds. And the follow-away by Reynolds, who has taken a little bit of a break, but now hits another three-pointer. That's 5 for him, and 17 total points. Southeast still has to deal with a shot clock. Williams will have that one go on the backboard and then come through the net, but that does not qualify you for extra points nor any points at all. And the Pirates again have a shot clock in effect here as we near the end of the half. Sanford Jr. giving off to Sterling Deshay from Jefferson City, Missouri. Reams is from Mexico, Missouri. And then Reynolds lost it, turnover Pirates. Sanford Jr., the lone Pirate back, and that's not good news as Denham Johnson finds the dunk. Into the game quickly. The shot by Calicut, who just entered, will not go, and that will be the end of the half. So the Pirates, after one period, lead it 42-37 in what's been a very interesting game. We will be back on Wednesday night with women's basketball. Women won tonight, by the way, or this afternoon, won over Southeast, but our game on Wednesday night will be against the Graceland University Reserve starting at 5:30. Our airtime will be at 5:15 p.m. and then we'll have some time off before coming back on January 24th for a women's basketball matchup with Missouri Valley University's JV. The Dance Wave are here for your enjoyment, coached by Carly Beebe. Let's take a look.
The NC Dance Wave include Caitlin Bagley, Libby Binkley, Larissa Evans, Delaney Franklin, Kelsey Gibler, Madeline Holloway, Reagan Quigley, Caitlin Sullivan, and Gracie West. Today they will be performing That's Right, choreographed by Lucky Harvey. Following their performances today, they will be traveling to Johnson, Iowa, where they will be competing against Coe College at the NDA Regional tomorrow. They are under the direction of Coach Carly Beebe.
It's time I think about me. That's right. And what I need. That's right. Tonight I'm doing me. That's right. And I'm gonna have fun. That's right.
Fourth year for the Dance Wave. They have been spectacular all 4 years. Carly Beebe is their coach. First half, Pirates lead at 42-37. We have an interview coming up with Lewis Wilson here in just a moment. We will get to that in a second.
Come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we save more patients from heart attacks and deliver the fastest stroke care in the region. And bring more cancer experts to more communities. So you have more time to enjoy what's most important. Life. St. Luke's.
Pirates leaded by 42-37 score. You take a look at the student section. Our guest here on At the Break is Lewis Wilson. He's not really our guest so much as he put together a halftime presentation on the event of his being elected, along with three others, to the Hall of Fame here. That was the induction occurred between games. Chris Green, Simone Reddit, and Richard Woods all went in along with Lewis Wilson. Let's meet Lewis Wilson right now at North Central at the break.
Good evening. My name is Lewis Wilson. I am a Trenton Junior College class of 1986. And I want to say from the middle of my heart a very humble thank you to everyone involved with this process that has brought me to this moment in my life, from the board of trustees to the president of the college, athletic director, to all the way to Coach Jeremy Esri and the Pirate men's basketball team. Thank you very, very much. This is the greatest honor of my life, particularly in athletics, to have this induction into the North Central Missouri College Athletic Hall of Fame. I am a graduate of Trenton Junior College and holding on to that proudly and dearly. Pirates all, regardless of the name that you call us. I talked to my son, Jaquez, a few days ago to let him know that his father had been inducted into somebody's Athletic Hall of Fame, and I fully expected him to be very excited for me. Jaquez is the son not only of myself, but also of Tony Arrington, who, in my opinion, is the greatest women's basketball player in the history of Trenton Junior College. And my son had a forlorn look on his face, and he said, "You're going into the Hall of Fame?" And I said, "Yep, your pops is going in the Hall of Fame." And he says, "You sure it's not my mother that's going in the Hall of Fame?" I said, "No, your pops is going in." He said, "Well, congratulations, but you make sure to let those people know that I'm happy for this parent, but that they have another parent coming." And so I told him I would definitely deliver that message. In the fall of 1984, Dale Kimmerling, the men's basketball coach at Trenton Junior College, talked to me on the phone. Playing on his team at that time was Anthony Harrington and Maurice McLean. They were two high school teammates of mine at East Anchorage High School, and they were playing for him, had played the previous year for him at Trenton Junior College while I was in Yuba College in California. And let's just say that didn't work out as well as this did. But Coach Kimberling called me on the phone because I was recommended by those two former teammates. And he asked me if I wanted to play for Trenton Junior College. And it was pretty much, that was the whole recruiting spiel. And if any of you remember Dale Kimberling, he wasn't a man to waste words. And I told Coach Kimberling that I would love to come play at Trenton Junior College. And he told me where to be, where my ticket was going to be, how to fly from Anchorage into Kansas City, and that he'd be there to pick me up. And he was there. He picked me up, and that was the longest drive I've ever been on in my life. I was in a pickup truck with a basketball coach who was wearing a 10-gallon cowboy hat, and he was spitting into a cup from his chew in his mouth, and he said probably 3 words, and we listened to a lot of country music. We stopped at a Shoney's restaurant. He might have said 4 words to me at that time that I could not understand through his very, very deep, thick drawl. I thought it was a Southern drawl, came to learn that it was a Missouri drawl. And then the rest is history. He took me to Trenton Junior College, where there were no players at that time because it was August before school, but he showed up at the house that he left me at for a couple of days by myself, and he said, "Lou, I'm headed to Chicago to get me some basketball players, and I'll be back in a couple of days. And he showed up with my brothers. He showed up with Gino Morgan and Frank Hampton, and they joined. There were 7 other players from Chicago, and they joined myself and Anthony Harrington and Maurice McLean and David Richmond and several guys that I played with, and Scott Woods and Thomas Trice, and just a group of great people that I got to spend that year at Trenton Junior College with. And we went through a lot of tough times in the town, getting acclimated from outside of that environment. But we built a brotherhood, and it was deepened by our, at the time, what we thought was a disdain for the coach because he was so tough on us. But we come to learn that the toughness that he exhibited toward us was his passion for our greatness. We went to school there at Trenton Junior College and learned from some of the best professors in the world. My favorite teacher of all time, Vicki Wheeler, my English teacher, Mr. Dalrymple, who I believe is still there at the college, phenomenal mad scientist that he was, Mrs. Peace, great professors, great people who took care of us. We went to the diner, Art's Diner up the road, and ate food every day. And there were tough times for sure, but we learned together, and we had a great time. And in the midst of that, we also played really good basketball at Trenton Junior College in the mid-'80s. And some modern players might not recognize the basketball since they now shoot from the bleachers. We were running what is called the flex offense, and Coach Kimberling made us pass the ball until we got layups, or you would definitely hear from him. But we learned how to defend. We learned how to play good, sound, fundamental basketball. We won 20 games, I believe, both seasons. You know, when you get older, they always say that you always embellish your record. So we won 20 games for sure. Both years, we played against some of the best competition in the country. NBA player Mitch Richmond, who is a Hall of Fame NBA basketball player, played up the road from Moberly, the Greyhounds of Moberly College. We played against State Fair and those guys, and against Penn Valley and their legendary coach. But we had a great time for 2 years. And even though there were times that were tough, being away from home, being away from our families, we built a brotherhood with our team. We built a brother sisterhood with the women's basketball team and those players, Jonna Asher, Pam Swafford and the like, Petty Weingart, all of those, Jody Ronkles, those young ladies. And we played at the local high school, and we had a great time doing it. And they were 2 of the best years of my life. And though they were difficult, as I've said, they were the years that have informed me the most and helped me to be the man that I am. I walk on the shoulders of Trenton Junior College and those people that helped us. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for recognizing not only me, but our band of brothers and sisters and the players that were there when there was a one-building college. I know now you guys have like 9 buildings there on campus, and would love to come back and see you guys soon. But it was a one-building college, and I was blessed my sophomore year to be the Student Senate president, which helped me inform my leadership even today as a college basketball coach. And so, again, I have so much to be thankful for. This honor is not just for me. It's for that band of brothers, those kids that Coach Kimberling went to get out of the YMCA in Chicago, for Tony Arrington and the ladies on that Lady Pirate basketball team. Thankful to my mother, Dolores Waldron, who raised 10 young kids in the streets of New York City and moved us to Anchorage, Alaska, to Chuck White, who is my mentor and my only father figure, my high school coach in Anchorage, Alaska, who I love with my whole heart, to Larry Holly, who recruited me to William Jewell College. He's from Jameson, Missouri, which he considered the greatest town in the world. But Coach Holly, of course, the longtime William Jewell College coach who passed away last May. To Coach White and Coach Holly, I love you guys forever. To Dale Kimberling, who unfortunately passed in April of this past year. I had an opportunity after a very tough time at Trenton with Coach Kimberling, not being able to understand him, certainly understand him a lot more in his methodology, being a college basketball coach myself. But I got to spend some time with him in Sedalia, Missouri at a State Fair men's basketball game in 2016. And I'm very glad that I did. I love you, Coach. Godspeed. And to everybody there in Trenton at North Central Missouri College, thank you. Thank you so much. This is the honor of my life. My son said you guys may have gotten it wrong, but on behalf of all of us, we believe you got it right. What Trenton taught me more than anything is that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Trenton is a tough place and of tough people who have lasted and who continue to get better and grow. And I say to you, Pirates, all day.
A good Hall of Fame day it has been here at North Central. We thank Lewis Wilson for providing that video. North Central leads it at the break, 42-37. Real quick, some scoring for you for Southeast. 13 points for Denham Johnson, 4.6 boards for Emna Brennan, and 8 points, 5 steals for Luke Williams. Pirates were led 15 points by Nelson Reynolds, who hit 5 of 7 3-pointers, 10 points for Isaiah Reams, 10 points for Carlton Thomas. The Pirates actually outshot by Southeast 48% to 44%, but North Central 8 of 19 3-pointers, Southeast 1 of 9. The Pirates had 8 assists on 15 field goals made and turned the ball over 10 times. So we continue here in the second half with North Central 42 and Southeast 37. The women from North Central won today, 86-73. The final, the women are 12-4, currently number 19 in the country. We'll see if they elevate themselves any. The scoring in the game, Nora Ford, no surprise here, 21 points, but she also had 8 rebounds. And 13 points for Kennedy Crow, 16 for Yanni Morbidoni. Pirates run that weak side lob, and Evans doesn't get it on the first try, but he'll have a chance on the second try. So that is, I think, catching you up with almost everything. Pulsifer picks up the foul, and so D.D. Evans goes to the line and hits the first one. And for Evans, that is his first point. D.D. Evans is from St. Louis, Bishop DeBourg High School. Boy, he's sure got a lot of nice things to say about his mom, Kimbra. There's a weak side loop for Southeast that goes awry, and so each team 0 for 1 on that in the second half. Bevel inside, ran out of room against the bottom of the board, and a stout Southeast defense, but it stays with North Central. Joel Wooten against Jeremy Esri, the head coaches in this game. Bevel takes the handoff from Evans and kept alive into the hands of Denham Johnson. Johnson against Reams, and out of nowhere, D.D. Evans comes up with the block. We haven't seen a lot of blocks out of Southeast today, although that's their reputation. Drive by Williams. Again, every time he goes inside or Johnson goes inside, it's kind of magic waiting to happen. Dampier Evans picks up his second foul, and here is Williams to the line. Luke had 13 points and 4 rebounds against North Central last year, the only time the two teams faced each other. Has another one coming. And has 10 points. Southeast shoots 69% as a team from the line, 68% for North Central, which is right about average. Here's Reynolds. He's been anything but average in his three-point shooting, and now he makes the steal after missing the three. And finally tipped to Evans, and he's able to lay that in for his fourth point. So the Pirates continue to battle on the boards against Southeast. Total rebounds now tied at 21 between the two teams. Got to thinking it's been kind of streaky for a while. North Central will dominate the rebounds, then Southeast, and kind of back and forth. Challenging the big man Brennan. Evans comes up empty, and Brennan eventually ends up with the ball, and then Bevel stepping in will be called for a block. Now he wants the referee to help him up. Or somebody. You know, one thing I've noticed about the Pirates today, not that they weren't good at this before, but they've really been sprinting to help teammates off the floor, pulling them up, doing that kind of stuff. And especially Bevel seems to be the one that's been, at least the one I've noticed the most. Doesn't mean he's been the most active. There's a block shot from behind. Reynolds knocked it away. There's Nelson in the open floor. At least it was open for a minute. And with the contact, he'll go to the line for a three-point opportunity. So Nelson Reynolds, who shot the ball so well in the first half, now has a chance at a three-point play. And here's the contact on his way to the rim. Williams in trouble. Finds Pulsifer. And that one hits by Denham Johnson. Johnson with 13. Won't go for Deshay. He is known for those acrobatic moves around the rim. Coming the other way, Wiley pitching it out to Pulsifer for three. Radic Pulsifer's first points. And suddenly it's a 4-point game. Pirates have led by as many as 12. That came with 3 minutes and change left in the first half. That's knocked away by Pulsifer, and Southeast has a chance to pull within an even lower margin. Wiley inside for two more. Wiley with 9. Bevel, double team. Gets it back. He's got Johnson staring him down, and now Brennan. And Johnson gets the board. Southeast can tie or take the lead. Pulsifer to Williams. Posting inside. This is Wiley against Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to be called for that foul. So a couple of free throws coming up for J. Wiley. Wiley last year against North Central. Again, they only played once last year. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and had 3 steals. And Wiley will have one more. We got Wiley now for 10 points. Apparently 12 is what he has, so we'll correct that. And now he's got a baker's dozen. And we are tied at 48. Sterling Deshay nearly lost the handle, then a big collision. Wiley, the first thing he does is check to see if Gittens is okay. And they are both okay, and they pop each other on the backside. And the Pirates will throw it in. Pirates Digital Media, the home of North Central Missouri College Athletics. Not only basketball, but this spring softball, baseball, and we are also the official championship broadcasters of Region 16. There's Carlton Thomas. The Region 16 tournament has grown a little bit smaller with the deletion of St. Louis and Metropolitan's women's basketball programs. If you haven't heard, they have folded their seasons at those two institutions in women's basketball. So North Central's the only one left standing on the women's side in Region 16, Division II. Forcing it with the shot clock running down. Here's Reams for the Pirates. Sterling Deshay to Carlton Thomas, and Thomas back-to-back baskets. And the Pirates back to a 4-point lead. Little jump and switch, and Gittens ends up on Williams. Here's Johnson. Inside, Brennan, blocked by Thomas, and he hits it back and can't hit it. That ball is still in play. Johnson with the turnaround, it still won't go down. How frustrating is that for Southeast? Bevel makes it really hurt with a three-pointer of his own. Cam's first points, and it comes after that flurry of shots by Southeast that got them nothing on the scoreboard. Wiley looking, and finally finding Brennan. Williams against Bevel, and the nice pick and roll, and that's not too hard for Brennan. Brennan with now what, 8 points? 8. Five-point lead for North Central. Reams trying to zip one through there and was fortunate to get it through to Gittens. Nice follow away for Gittens. And they're going to call a flop on Gittens and a technical? That's interesting. The flop is normally, as you know, I'm sure, normally on defensive plays. You stand your ground and get knocked over, and then you exaggerate it a little bit. You don't really have a very good angle on that. If we can find an angle, the technical foul shot will be hoisted by Luke Williams. I don't know if this will do it or not, if you can see it on the left-hand side. There's the shot, and then going down. And no warning, it was just a technical. So at 57-50, Southeast will get the basketball as well following the free throws. Williams works against Deshay. Good screen, a little bit of an advantage for Williams, picked up by Carlton Thomas, but not enough to keep Luke Williams from scoring another bucket. He's got 12 in the game. Points, not baskets made, to be clear. Gittens coming off the screen by Thomas. Back to Reams, who had to fire it high over the oncoming defender. Coming out, Jaden Jenkins, and the ricochet is off the cables above the basket. Brennan will come out, and Wenham will come in here as Pulsifer throws the ball inbounds against the pressure. Pirates had a 5-point lead at halftime. They were tied for a moment with Southeast, and now the lead is back to 5. Whoa, everybody's going to go ooh and ah on that, but he hadn't established a pivot foot apparently. Williams now being chased by Bevel. They get it inside to Wenham, and a foul in midair.
NCMC foul number 11, Carlton Thomas is for...
Carlton Thomas is nailed with the foul. And one more coming up. And there's the foul. One more coming here for Wenham. And 2 for 2 for the young man, just shooting 52% from the line. And a whistle and a travel. We haven't had one of those yet, I don't believe, today. Williams goes back to work with his team down by 3. Southeast has won back-to-back games. They're 6-2 on the road. Last year they were 10-16. And they're having a very good year at 13-4. Miles McGriff kicks it outside, and Pulsifer. So he hits his second three-pointer, and we're tied again at 57. Sterling Deshay has been relatively quiet for the Pirates today. Giddens dropping it off to Carlton Thomas. He's fouled in midair, and a chance for a 3-point play. So Carlton Thomas hits the shot and will go to the line. Here's how that all happened. Boy, he's got some athletic ability, doesn't he? And Carlton Thomas with a chance at a free throw now.
Checking in for Southeast, number 33, MyJ Wiley.
MyJ Wiley is back for Southeast. Thomas has had ample time to prepare himself at the free throw line, and now he is released. Carlton has hit, by my count, 5 free throws, has 17 points. He's averaging 14 and a half a game. Good trap, but now Wiley attacks Thomas. Kept alive off the rim, and then it's Williams that scoops in and swoops to the rim for 2. Giddens trying to expand a 1-point lead. Farrell to the baseline. Thomas inside, and he is tied up, and the ball will belong to Southeast. Thomas isn't afraid of anything, just like some of these post players from Southeast, like Brennan and Wenham. He'll go up against anybody, anytime. Pressure by the Pirates. Southeast has done a pretty fair job of handling it. Talked to Jeremy Esri in the pregame show about his philosophy on defense, and at this point, everything should be in front of their pressure. That's the goal. Williams got another offensive rebound, and he just about came up with another putback. Sanford Jr. trying to thread the needle, and it's going to be off whom? Still in play, apparently. Williams at the other end, one-on-one with Jr. No, and it's Carlton Thomas grabbing the rebound and then being tied up, and this time North Central will have the ball. It is not for the faint of heart right now. Everything is contested. Every ball is wrestled for, and let's see, they call a foul there. Maybe they did. Miles McGriff with the foul. I think that's what happened. 5 fouls for Southeast now, and 4 for the Pirates in the half. Our staff today is being directed by Kendall Rivero. Dalton Taylor, Ethan Elliott, Carson Sporleader are all students at North Central Missouri College, and I'm Rick Cole. Dropped inside. Thomas, they're going to wave it off. The foul's on the floor. And not yet time to shoot. Denon Johnson, freshman from Omaha. And the Pirates' clock is reset to 20. Inside, Carlton Thomas. This time he will go to the line as the Pirates draw that foul.
Southeast foul number 11, Jaden Jenkins, his third, 17th foul. Go line, shooting 2 for the Pirates, number 11, Carlton Thomas.
Just wouldn't go. Carlton, as you might imagine, says that he was a pretty good football player back in the day. 6'5", 185. It's 1 of 2. His folks are Carlton Sr. and Tiffany. And I've got him for 18 points tonight. And the board does too, so there's some mutual respect there. Can't go by Wiley, and here comes Gittens with the basketball. Gittens, look at the behind the back dribble, the shot, and a chance at a three-point play. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that.
That was our number 20, Leo Wenham, his second 18 foul.
You take a look at Gittens coming into the picture here and making that around the back dribble.
At the line trying to make a three-point play for the Pirates.
And now has a chance at a three-point play. And Gerald Gittens now with 7 points. McGriff giving it off. Denham Johnson. Sanford Jr. did a pretty good job against him. Wiley gets his defender up in the air and will get a chance to go to the free throw line.
Shoot two, guys. Shoot two.
So Wiley doing his thing underneath, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. Carlton Thomas picks up his third foul, and that could be a problem. He's a big energy guy and a big body. Wiley is a sophomore, and we'll have another one here. Here's how he worked his way to the line. Oh, didn't get a real good look at that, did you? Didn't do that again. There we go. And 2 for 2. 15 for Wiley. Pirates by 3 at the midway point of the second half. Each team is 13-4. Pirates on a 9-game win streak, 7-1 here at the Ketchum Community Center. Open is Evans for a 3. Doesn't take a lot of them, just 2 of 12 now. Reynolds does take a lot of threes, but doesn't normally have them blocked up into the air. And Southeast down by 3. Brennan back in there, cutting through, and is wide open underneath, and it's a 1-point game. Give credit, I think it was McGriff who got him the ball. Good job by Southeast. Now the Pirates try to respond. Bevel outside. Cam Bevel hits that shot, and the Pirates right back up by 4. Johnson, loose ball, Sanford Jr. Reynolds trying to find an open shooter. Bevel won't take the shot, and the Pirates set up their offense with 23 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Gerald Gittens, a sophomore from Brooklyn, New York. Bevel now will fire it. It's a little offline with that defender in his face, and here comes Southeast. Down by 4. Johnson giving it across court, spinning Wiley into Brennan. The big man from New Zealand can't get it to go, and Evans grabs the rebound. Sanford Jr. from the corner, Gittens. Rebound was not quite saved in by Reynolds. Pirates in transition got a good look at a 3, but couldn't put it in, and now they'll go back and play defense here with 8:13 remaining. McGriff. Oh my. Miles McGriff had 5 against Iowa Western. He's a 40% shooter from the three-point line, averaging 10.7 points a game. That's points number 1, 2, and 3 for him tonight. 1-point game. Women's game was very good also until the fourth quarter when North Central pulled away a little bit. Here's a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on Denham Johnson. No, they're going to say it's on Evans. So Evans apparently with a foul on a screen, and that's 3 on Evans. Evans 3, Thomas 3. So those are two of the big inside presences for the Pirates. Beatty is going to stay in the game. Johnson works against Bevel. Bevel's run into Brennan, who's a pretty big screen. Oh, what a shot made there by McGriff. So McGriff has turned it up a notch. Here's the drive by Giddens off balance. And the Pirates go right back up by 1 after falling down by 1. 7 minutes remaining. Johnson against Giddens. And a foul as that shot goes up. It's going to be on Giddens, I would imagine.
NCMC foul number 2, Gerald Giddens.
Yep, Giddens does get it. He's got 3 now. And Denham Johnson at the line.
At the line, shooting for Southeast, 5, Denham Johnson. Checking in for.
Boy, not much contact there. Not to be overly critical, but Johnson has 1 more in a 69 all game. Interesting how Southeast pulls everybody off the free throw lane. And I recall, I think they did that last year also. So it must be kind of a thing that Joel Wooten likes to do, not having seen them much. And there's a foul as Evans posts up. Looks like Brennan has picked up the foul. Of course, you see that late in games, but that's really all that often in the middle of a game. If I ever get a chance to talk to him, maybe I'll remember to ask him. Evans has 2 here, as that was a shooting foul. The team fouls now have each team in the bonus with 9 fouls against Southeast and 7 against the Pirates. Dampier, D.D. Evans is not a very good free throw shooter, honestly, at 23%. And does not convert either of those, so the Pirates remain down by a point. Luke Williams against Reeves. And Reeves tries to contest the shot, but just too much from Luke Williams. 16 for Williams and a 3-point lead for Southeast. Sanford Jr. penetrating and pitching outside, then it's knocked away, saved in bounds, and Wiley to the hoop with 2 more. Wiley with the steal and the score, and the Pirates are down by 5. Jeremy Esri sitting with his elbows on his knees, not about to call timeout. He may here, though, but the call goes for the Pirates. They're going to call a foul on the block by Miles McGriff. That one, again, could have gone either way. And it ends up going the Pirates' way. Sanford Jr. will go to the line. Three points for Junior tonight. He averages 4.8 a game and is a good free throw shooter at 86%. Pirate women won this afternoon. We'll see them on Wednesday night facing the Graceland reserve team. 21 points for Nora Ford, but also 8 rebounds. She's a pretty good rebounder. 14 rebounds for Jordan Gray today, along with 12 points. A little long for Williams as Gittin grabs the rebound, and Giddens comes the other way. Wiley was ahead of him. They're going to call double dribble. Giddens. Not much complaint from Gerald on that. And now a timeout taken by Southeast, and let's see what it's going to be. It looks like it'll be a full timeout. Pirates and the Southeast Storm here with 5:35 left in the game.
Did you know that North Central Missouri College has the top-rated LPN and RN nursing programs in the state of Missouri? That's right, NCMC is the place to be if you're considering a career in nursing. In Cross Hall on our main campus in Trenton, Missouri, you'll find our state-of-the-art nursing simulation lab. Our nursing program is known throughout the region for its dream team of instructors who make student success their primary focus. Whatever your educational goals, NCMC is definitely the place for you.
Our director this afternoon is Kendall Rivero. He's a member of the North Central Missouri College baseball team. They'll start their season here not too long from now. They're already practicing, of course. Carson Sporleader is on the softball team. She's one of our camera operators today. And softball obviously will start their season right around the same time. And looking forward to the spring season here at North Central Missouri College. I am Rick Cole, and the Pirates are down by 3 here. Southeast takes the timeout. They have 5 left, and so does North Central. We could be here for a while. Oh, also, we're in the bonus, so that could take some time. Williams hands off, and Denham Johnson, does he commit an offensive foul? No, this they're going to call him for a little push, apparently. It was on the offensive side, and that's the first one on Williams. So the Pirates, in essence, force a turnover, and they have the basketball down by 3. Sanford Jr. Reynolds. And Gittens sends a storm flying, and it's going to be on Gittens. So the Pirates give it right back. And Gittens has 4 personal fouls. Here comes Bevel off the bench. Pirates have won 9 straight, and they're in danger here of being bested by Southeast. They've also gone 7-1 at home. Southeast has given them everything they can handle and more, and they lead by 3 after trailing most of the game. Denham Johnson wiggling his way free. That's quite a shot. And Johnson, I've got him now with 17. More importantly, for the storyline of this game, it's a 5-point lead again, and that ball thrown away by Sanford Jr. So the Pirates turn it over. They'll have to play defense here, and down by 5. Plenty of time, but that time has a tendency to slip away pretty quick. Johnson again pitches to the corner where Williams is closed out by Reams. Johnson and Bevel. Wiley threw it into a crowd. The Pirates come out of it. Sanford Jr. inside, couldn't hit it. Thomas follows up. So Carlton Thomas again, you can see his value. He flies through the air with the greatest of ease. McBride looking, and he can't hit it. Reynolds, known as an outside shooter, and he will, let's see, the foul on him, or is it a blocking foul? It is going to be on Reynolds, offensive foul. I think that was McGriff who stood his ground after missing the shot at the other end. And Southeast is rewarded with a possession, leading by 3. Williams, no. Reams out ahead to Bevel. Bevel between players, and he hits that one. A highlight shot for Bevel. He's had a few in his career. Wiley on the outside, looking toward Brennan, but goes to Williams instead. How about that shot? Won't go down, but degree of difficulty pretty high. 3 minutes and change. Pirates down by 1 on their home floor. Plenty of timeouts left for both teams, as we talked about, and now Bevel is pushed and will shoot free throws. Williams, who has just 2 fouls, had one to give there if he chose to. I'm not sure if he did it, but Bevel will go to the line and he will shoot 2. Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way, double bonus. Cam has 9 points. Pulsifer back in for the Southeast Storm. And here is Bevel, the sophomore from St. Louis. 1 of 2, tying the game. Luke Williams against Reams. Johnson taking it himself. Good choice. Johnson has 19. Reynolds. And he ties it. A brilliant move by Reynolds. Again, he's been known more as an outside shooter, but putting it on the floor, he's done a pretty good job. He has 21 points. A whistle on that. And an offensive foul on Southeast. Tied with 2:09 left. You see the foul at the other end. And now the Pirates setting up their offense. Reynolds ran into Pulsifer, and it's going to be a foul on Pulsifer. Radek Pulsifer picks up the foul, his 3rd, and at the line is Reynolds, a 79% free throw shooter. He'll have 2. Had 22 a week ago tonight against Labette. First free throw he's made tonight. And again, he came out so on fire. Now gives the Pirates a lead. That ball is kicked by Reynolds. By the way, I don't know if we've mentioned this tonight, but Reynolds in Division II men's basketball JUCO level is number 1 in 3-pointers made in the nation. Now we've got Chet Waller coming up to try to get an explanation or impart some wisdom. His partners are Bobby Edwards and Andrew Fry. And the inbound will come right next to Jeremy Ezra. You see him in the red shirt with the black bottom of the shirt. And here we go. Luke Williams facing off against Reams. 2-point Pirate lead. Johnson ties it. 21 for Johnson. Reams giving up to Sanford Jr. Marcus Sanford Jr. running out of space. Carlton Thomas able to hang on to it. You see the time remaining on the shot clock. Reams. Sanford Jr. And the race to the ball. Reams knocked it out of bounds. It belongs to Southeast. And a minute remains, if you disregard the 3 seconds that are also part of that time. Just got a little bit ahead of myself there. Johnson in the tie game, and it looks like Joel Wooten will take a timeout here. Well, it builds in suspense as we continue here at the Ketchum Community Center. Tied at 80, back in a moment.
North Central Missouri College, we know higher education is an investment, and we take that investment seriously. From the newly renovated Geyer Hall to the latest technology at the Barton campus, NCMC has something for everyone. 2 brand new apartment-style residence halls for students relocating to Trenton. Men's and women's athletic teams competing at championship levels in baseball, softball, basketball, and golf. No-cost essay reviews by experienced tutors, virtual learning sessions, and the region's #1 ranked practical nursing program, educating tomorrow's healthcare professionals. NCMC is a school, but at its heart, it's a community for this diverse region. It's a community of high-level educators assembled to challenge you. You can see our investment in our beautiful campus, but the real investment is in our students. Now is your time.
They crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green.
Glad you could join us on Pirates Digital Media this afternoon as we've seen a couple of good ball games. The Pirate women win 86-73, and this one you can see the score and the time remaining. Southeast basketball, possession arrow favors North Central. Here we go. Wiley now in Gittens. Long shot, Johnson, what a shot! First 3 for Johnson. What a time for that. Gittens trying to find a crack in the defense. Bevel. And the long rebound controlled by Southeast, and Williams will be fouled along the baseline, or did he take a timeout first? He took the timeout first. Wow. What a dagger thrown up there by Johnson, who hits a three-pointer. He's got 24 now, and this will be a full timeout as we will take a timeout as well. Pirates and Storm will continue in a moment on Pirates Digital Media.
You know that North Central Missouri College has the top-rated LPN and RN nursing programs in the state of Missouri? That's right, NCMC is the place to be if you're considering a career in nursing. In Cross Hall on our main campus in Trenton, Missouri, you'll find our state-of-the-art nursing simulation lab. Our nursing program is known throughout the region for its dream team of instructors who make student success their primary focus. Whatever your educational goals, NCMC is definitely the place for you.
Pirates in the Storm. It'll go down to last possession perhaps. Southeast has the ball at the moment. We're back with more basketball on Wednesday night. The North Central women's team will be facing Graceland University's reserves. The women won their 12th game of the year tonight. And by the way, if you didn't know, Pirates Digital Media broadcasts are now syndicated across several major social media sites, including YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We have a new YouTube channel, Pirates Digital Media Live, in which you can see all of our halftime features, North Central at the break, and a link to get to the previous features as well at YouTube, Pirates Digital Media Live. Here's the defense for North Central. The next foul will give Southeast 2 free throws, as is the case with North Central. Sanford Jr. Ahmad came up with a steal. Plenty of timeouts left. North Central 5, Southeast 3, and Joel Wooden's going to use one of his 3 here. It's a 30, and so we'll keep it right here. Pirates and Southeast are each 13-4. Pirates on a 9-game win streak. Southeast has won 2 in a row. The Pirate women split 2 games to start the new year, and then win today over a very good opponent, Southeast, so they have won 2 out of 3. And are 11-4, ranked number 19 in the nation. 21 points, 8 rebounds for Nora Ford in the win. 13 points for Kennedy Crow. 16 points for Yanni Morbidoni, along with 5 rebounds. And Macy Moore had 9 points, and I believe she had 11 rebounds. Jordan Gray, though, how about this? 12 points, 14 rebounds for Jordan, the sophomore. Pirate defense has got to get the job done here. We talked to Jeremy Esri after the game. But this is a key moment, and Pulsifer's going to take a timeout instead of try to throw the ball in. And now suddenly Southeast is down to just one timeout left. And this is going to be a full timeout. We will take a timeout as well here on Pirates Digital Media and be back after this.
I chose to attend North Central because it was a great deal with A+, and I really liked the campus. I liked the smaller setting. I volunteered at my church quite a bit, and I also volunteered at Pershing Elementary over the summer for summer school, and I also did a peer tutoring thing for my high school. I plan to either attend Missouri Western or Northwest and major in education.
Glad you could join us today on Pirates Digital Media. I am Rick Cole. Our director is Kendall Rivero. At North Central Missouri College, our president is Dr. Lenny Klaber. The athletic director is Nate Gamet. And our sports information director is Ryan Suttonfield. That lovely voice you hear on our PA. The great sounds of Philip Wilson. I'm trying to think of what that's called. Not bass necessarily. Pirates desperate to get possession back, and they're going to foul Luke Williams, who's a 79% free throw shooter. So it's on Williams' shoulders here to make this a two-possession game. And then the Pirates will do what they can do, but they're in a sticky situation here against Southeast. As my grandmother used to say, there's a dead catfish on the line. And I'll explain that at some other date. Well, that helps a little bit. In the double bonus, Williams will have another one. Four-point game. Big shot by Williams. And now, as we thought would happen with those timeouts being saved for late, it's late. And we're getting free throws and we're getting timeouts. And let's see, are they going to give that? I think that's a Southeast. Yep, they have used the timeout here. It's a 30-second timeout, and the Pirates have got to come up with something special. Well, the other night, they got to play with young man Cam Dickerson in the game, a 6'3 freshman who hit a three-pointer and was fouled. Unfortunately, he missed the free throw, but it's that kind of situation we're in right now. It seems to kind of go in streaks. We had some four-point plays a few years ago where I was announcing, and then haven't seen many lately, but this would be a pretty nice time for it. Oh, what do we have here? I think they're just setting up for defense. I'm looking at Denham Johnson, and he is square on the free throw line, almost like he's setting up for a free throw. And I was trying to think, was there a technical? Was there some kind of a thing that didn't see? But no, he's just ready to play defense as Reynolds inbounds, and Gittins will take it down the floor. You see the time remaining. Reams, they got to get a shot away. Reynolds is blocked. Coming out on him is Johnson. Reynolds again, and that will about do it as Southeast comes in and knocks off the Pirates 84-80. Southeast wins their 14th game of the year. They are indeed a very formidable opponent, and the Pirates will see them in a couple of weeks. We'll have Jeremy Esri, we hope, in just a moment. Southeast wins it 84-80. The Pirates are now 13-5 on the year. Jeremy Esri is ready to go. Tough one, Coach.
Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun. We kind of folded second half. So.
You really started out hot in Reynolds, and particularly in the first half. Did they make some kind of adjustment on that?
Yeah, I would say so. I thought they did a pretty good job defending him second half.
Yeah, and you got some great inside play from a couple of players. But I wanted to talk a little bit about DeMarcus Sanford Jr. Seemed to get some good minutes.
Yeah.
What's he doing well right now?
He's just playing defense, and he's playing within himself. He gets to the rim well. He had been shooting really good. So, yeah, he's just, he's doing everything we ask of him. He's doing a really good job with it.
Where do you go next? What's next for you?
We're at home on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, right. Hey, Coach, thank you. Won't keep you any longer.
Thank you, guys.
Tough loss today as the Pirates drop it here to Southeast 84-80. Give you a quick rundown on some of the scoring. 26 points for Denham Johnson, 17 for Luke Williams, 17 for Myjay Wiley are the leaders for Southeast. The Pirates' Nelson Reynolds, who went 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 21 points to lead the way. 20 points, 11 boards for Carlton Thomas, 10 points, 4 rebounds for Isaiah Reams. The Pirates had to foul. They did foul, and Denham Johnson made 1 of 2, made it a 4-point game, and then the Pirates could not find an answer to that as this game ends. I want to thank our crew tonight, this afternoon, all afternoon, Carson Sporleader, Ethan Elliott, Dalton Taylor, and Kendall Rivero. I am Rick Cole, and we will see where we end up next as the Pirates lose this one on the men's side. The Pirate women win tonight, the final in the men's game, 84-80. It's North Central falling to Southeast, and it breaks a 9-game winning streak. Thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate all of that, and we will say goodbye for now, and go Pirates!
Jolly Roger! Make sail, laddie! Walk up like